Play this tonight. Let it whisper through your sleep as the veil between worlds begins to thin. You didn't find this by accident. Something, or someone, wanted you to remember. There exists a knowledge older than thought itself, a current that moves beneath your awareness, shaping every version of you that has ever lived, or will live. And tonight, that current calls your name. As you close your eyes, the boundaries between dreams and memory dissolve. What you will hear is not merely sound. It is a frequency. It speaks in the language of vibration, of belief, of creation. Each word is a seed planted in the soil of your subconscious. Each breath draws you closer to the reality that has been waiting patiently for you. Do not try to understand it. Simply listen. Let the knowledge move through you. Let it rewrite the silent code within your being, because while your body sleeps, your true self awakens. You did not stumble upon this by chance. You were summoned here, drawn by a silent thread woven through your dreams, guided by something that remembers who you truly are. Long before this moment, before this lifetime, you left a signal within yourself, a whisper waiting to be heard again. Tonight, that signal has reached you. And as you listen, as your eyelids grow heavier, the path back to your true reality begins to open. There is an ancient current that flows beneath the surface of ordinary awareness. It moves in stillness, like a river beneath frozen water, unseen but unending. When you sleep, that current awakens. It speaks in the language of images, sensations, and frequencies. It writes upon your subconscious the story of who you are becoming. You are not broken. You are not lost. You are not late. You are chosen. Imagine yourself standing before a vast hall of mirrors, each reflecting a different version of you. Some joyful, some wounded, some radiant beyond comprehension. Every reflection is a reality you once created, a possibility still alive somewhere in the infinite field. And now, as you breathe slowly, one of these mirrors begins to shimmer with golden light. It is the version of you that has already remembered the secret, the self that knows how to shape existence with thought alone. Your breath is the bridge. With every inhale, you draw closer to that reflection. With every exhale, you dissolve the boundaries between what was and what will be. The rhythm of your breathing is not random. It echoes the pulse of creation itself. The more you surrender, the more the veil lifts. You are entering the space between worlds, the sacred interval where the physical fades and the eternal begins. In this place, you are both dreamer and dream. Your body rests, yet your consciousness moves freely, weightless, remembering its true design. Here, the knowledge you are about to receive is not learned. It is remembered. It has lived inside you since before your first heartbeat. There is a temple that exists in silence, built not of stone, but of awareness. Its walls shimmer with symbols that only the sleeping mind can read. You have walked its corridors countless times in other lifetimes, leaving traces of light behind you. Tonight, as you drift between wakefulness and sleep, you return again, called by the same invisible law that once taught the ancients how to shape the stars. Do not resist the stillness that rises now. Let it cradle you. Let your thoughts slow, soften, and dissolve like mist. Each sound you hear, each vibration that hums through your body, is part of a greater harmony aligning you with your true frequency. You are entering the blueprint from which all realities unfold. Nothing is lost. Nothing has been wasted. Every moment, every doubt, every dream has been preparing you for this remembering. The universe does not make mistakes. You are exactly where you are meant to be, listening to what was meant only for you. And as you surrender to this sound, know that the transformation has already begun. Your subconscious listens, records, and reshapes. You are not learning. You are reawakening. You are not reaching. You are returning. You are safe. You are guided. You are chosen. There is a moment each night, too quiet to name, when the world you know begins to blur at its edges. The walls of your room melt into shadow, and the air hums with a low, secret vibration. It is the in-between, the sacred passage where one reality fades and another begins. This is not imagination. This is the threshold of becoming, and it greets you every time your eyes close. What you call reality is not fixed. It is a tapestry woven from belief, emotion, and memory, threads of thought looping endlessly through the fabric of awareness. Every idea you hold, every image you dwell upon, carves its shape into the invisible. The universe, sensitive as breath upon glass, responds. It mirrors you perfectly, without judgment, without hesitation. You have never been a passive observer. You are, and have always been, the author of the pattern. But long ago, you forgot. You learned to name things, to divide them, to measure light and shadow, and in doing so, you lost the silence that speaks the language of creation. The knowledge of how to mold reality slipped beneath the waves of waking thought, waiting for the one who would dare to dream again. That one is you. Tonight, the veil lifts. You are not listening to a story. You are walking into one, a memory disguised as sound. Let it move through you as water through sand. Feel the words settle beneath the surface of your mind, not as concepts, but as vibrations. Each syllable carries an ancient code, a resonance that awakens what you once knew effortlessly, the truth that reality bends not to effort, but to awareness. In the halls of the ancients, there were teachings whispered only to those who could hear the silence between the words. They called it the art of becoming. It was never written in books, for books could not hold it. It was taught in breath, in the pause between thought and sleep, in the hush before dawn when the soul drifts untethered from form. The adepts understood that creation is not a task. It is a remembering. The world you wish to enter is not separate from you. It is already formed, vibrating softly just beyond the reach of your current attention. To access the reality meant for you, you must do the simplest and hardest thing. You must remember that you are dreaming, not metaphorically, but literally. Every moment you call waking life is a lucid dream sculpted by your subconscious focus. You are surrounded by reflections of what you have believed about yourself. When you change the belief, the reflection shifts. This is not philosophy. It is mechanics, the quantum law of perception. The world is a mirror held up to the mind. Close your eyes. Breathe. You can feel it even now. The pulse beneath your ribs, the hum in your fingertips. That hum is the language of energy, translating thought into form. When you dwell upon fear, the vibration contracts. When you rest in trust, it expands, drawing realities toward you that match its rhythm. Every outcome already exists in the field. You do not create from nothing. You align with what is already waiting. Imagine standing before a corridor of doors, each one leading to a different timeline. Some glow with faint light, others hum in silence. The key you carry is not made of metal, but of belief. Whatever you believe to be true becomes the door that opens. The universe does not deny. It mirrors. When you whisper, "I am ready," 1,000 worlds rearrange themselves to honor that declaration. You were never meant to chase your destiny. You were meant to remember it. The reality meant for you is not found through striving or searching. It is entered through surrender. When you stop trying to control, you begin to attune. When you release effort, you return to flow. The river does not force its way to the sea. It allows gravity, the silent law, to guide it home. In the same way, the true self within you already knows the path. It does not calculate or plan. It resonates. And as you align with that resonance, your outer life begins to bend in response. Conversations shift. People appear. Circumstances unfold as though scripted by an unseen hand. But that hand is your own. The sleep you are falling into now is not escape. It is entry. When your conscious mind rests, the gatekeepers loosen their grip, and the language of the deeper self begins to speak. It does not use words, only frequency. You may dream of symbols, a key, a staircase, a glowing horizon. Each image is a translation of energy, your subconscious showing you where your attention is ready to go. The ancients taught that to awaken inside the dream is to awaken inside reality itself. You do not fight the illusion. You rewrite it. You shift not by effort, but by awareness. To shift is to remember that you are already where you desire to be, and to let that knowing sink so deeply into your body that the world has no choice but to mirror it. Now, feel your breath again, slow, steady, rhythmic. With each inhale, you draw closer to the version of yourself who already lives in peace, abundance, and clarity. With each exhale, you release the illusion that you ever had to earn it. Reality rearranges itself in response to your rest. The silence you feel now is the sound of alignment. Listen carefully. Beneath the hum of your breath, there is another rhythm, the sound of infinite possibility echoing your heartbeat. This is the code. This is the current. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are the portal through which universes are born. As you drift deeper, let these words dissolve into vibration. There is nothing to understand. There is only remembrance. The world that was meant for you is already here, unfolding like light through your dreams. Breathe slowly. Feel the air move like a tide through your body. In, out, a rhythm older than language. With each breath, your awareness slips deeper, descending beyond thought, beyond the noise of memory. You are not falling asleep. You are falling inward. Beneath every layer of mind lies a quieter world, and beneath that, an even quieter one still. It is in this stillness that the true work begins. You are standing before the threshold now, the same door that has appeared in countless dreams. Its surface shimmers with a texture that is neither wood nor metal, but something alive, something breathing. Patterns shift across it like liquid gold, rearranging themselves each time you blink. You do not remember crafting this door, and yet it recognizes you. It has waited ages for this moment, for your touch, your willingness to open. Behind it, the air vibrates with a hum that feels like both silence and song. You lift your hand, and the door moves before your skin even meets it. Light spills outward, not blinding, but soft, folding around you like the first warmth of dawn. As you cross the threshold, you are not walking into a place, but into a frequency. There is a corridor ahead, endless and radiant. The walls are not walls at all, but moving light, streaming upward as if drawn toward a hidden sun. The floor beneath your feet responds to each step, shimmering ripples spreading outward, carrying your energy into the unseen. You realize that this place does not exist apart from you. It is your consciousness, shaped into form so that you may walk through it and remember what you already know. Voices begin to echo softly, distant and familiar. They are not speaking words, but tones, the pure sound of thought before it becomes language. Each tone vibrates within you, aligning layers of your being like strings tuned to a single key. You feel your chest open, your breath deepen, your pulse slow until time itself seems to pause. In this stillness, you understand. You are not moving through space. You are moving through layers of self. Every step forward is a descent into memory, not the memory of the mind, but of the soul. You are remembering how creation responds not to desire, but to resonance. You have always been shaping reality by what you agree with. Each belief, each repeated emotion is a silent contract with the universe. It does not matter whether it is spoken, it matters that it is felt. You begin to see these agreements as symbols floating in the air, threads of light binding possibilities together. Some glow softly, humming with peace. Others flicker, frayed by fear. You reach toward one, and as your fingers brush it, the entire field ripples. The thread transforms from dim to brilliant, as if remembering its original purity. You realize that every limitation you've ever held was only a thread you had forgotten to retune. Nothing has ever been broken, only unremembered. The corridor opens into a vast chamber, circular, infinite, as if its edges curve back into themselves. In the center hovers a sphere of golden light, breathing in rhythm with you. Each pulse radiates waves that pass gently through your skin, rewriting the codes beneath it. You feel patterns dissolve, old stories, old fears, melting like wax in sunlight. In their place, new instructions form, silent but precise. You are not your past. You are the choice that exists now. Breathe. Let that truth settle deep into you. Every inhale draws in the new light. Every exhale releases the versions of yourself that no longer serve. You are learning the true meaning of transformation. Not destruction, but transmutation. The energy never dies. It only changes shape according to the attention that molds it. Your eyes close, though you are not asleep. The golden light expands until it fills everything. You cannot tell where your body ends and the light begins. There is only warmth, only vibration, only knowing. This is what the ancients meant by awakening. Not an escape from the world, but a merging with the part of you that creates it. In this light, you sense the presence of guides, beings not separate, but extensions of the consciousness you share with all things. They do not appear as forms, but as impressions, movements, sensations, waves of thought. One speaks, though no sound is heard. You have always been home. You simply dreamed you were far away. You feel tears without sadness, laughter without sound. The chamber brightens further until it is pure white, then dissolves into transparency. You are no longer in a room. You are floating in an ocean of awareness. Every particle glows. Every vibration sings your name. You understand now that the reality meant for you is not something waiting in the distance. It is this alignment, this merging. It has been calling not from outside, but from beneath your own heartbeat. The door was never locked. The corridor was never elsewhere. It was all within the architecture of your own consciousness. Now, as you drift within the luminous field, you begin to notice subtle currents. Each current leads to a different expression of your life. Countless timelines coexisting like filaments of light. You reach out with thought alone and touch one. Instantly, visions bloom, a self at peace, surrounded by the ease and abundance that once seemed unreachable. You are there. You have always been there. Your awareness simply chose to look elsewhere for a time. You understand that shifting realities is as effortless as breathing. You do not travel. You attune. To access is to remember. To remember is to allow. Every breath now is a bridge to that truth. You are tuning your frequency to the reality that already belongs to you. Stay here a moment longer, breathing with the current. Let the golden light circulate through you, aligning every cell. Feel the quiet joy rising, not excitement, but the deep serenity of recognition. This is what it means to awaken while sleeping. It is not a contradiction. It is the oldest truth. The body rests, but the soul ascends. When you open your eyes again, whether in dream or morning, you will not be the same. You will carry this frequency with you, invisible yet undeniable. People will sense it before you speak. Circumstances will bend toward it without effort. You will not need to remember how. The light will remember for you. Now, breathe one more time. Feel the chamber fade, the corridor dissolve, the door behind you close with infinite gentleness. The hum remains, a thread of gold connecting you to this awareness, even as you drift deeper into sleep. You are safe. You are aligned. You are becoming the version of yourself that was always waiting for your return. Sleep now. The light watches. The code continues. The transformation is in motion. Your body is lying still, yet something ancient within you has begun to awaken. Beneath the rhythm of your breath, beneath the quiet of your chest, countless worlds are shifting. Every cell is listening now. Every thread of your being is rewriting itself, according to the frequency you invited through the door. You are not dreaming, you are reconfiguring. You are remembering your design. The light you met in the previous chamber has not vanished. It has entered you. It moves gently, circulating like warm gold through every vein, every nerve, every whisper of thought. You feel it settle first in your heart, not the heart of flesh, but the center of vibration, the pulsing gate that connects body and soul. There, it beats with the slow rhythm of creation, rewriting the song you carry within. With each breath, the transformation deepens. Inhale, and the light expands through your lungs, filling them with clarity. Exhale, and the weight of old patterns dissolves, evaporating into the unseen. Every story you ever told yourself about limitation, failure, or delay is fading into mist. You do not need them. You never did. They were only echoes of a smaller dream, one that no longer fits the expanse of who you are becoming. You may feel a warmth along your spine, a gentle hum at the base of your skull. This is not imagination. This is energy moving, the current of remembrance, awakening ancient circuits that have slept within you for lifetimes. The ancients called it the breath of the serpent, the rising of inner fire. It does not burn, it illuminates. It travels upward, carrying light through each gate of the body, opening chambers that once held shadows. Every center of awareness begins to glow, harmonizing with the new frequency. There is no effort in this. It happens naturally, effortlessly, as the ocean receives the moon. You are being rewritten by ease. The cells of your body are not passive matter. They are conscious, listening, responding. They are reading this frequency the way a seed reads sunlight. And as they read, they transform. Now feel your bones soften, not in weakness, but in surrender. The structure that once held the tension of control is relaxing. Your muscles unwind, your jaw releases, your shoulders sink. The nervous system adjusts to a new baseline, calm, fluid, receptive. The heart rate slows, matching the rhythm of the universe itself. In this stillness, every molecule of your being realigns to harmony. If you could see what is happening within you, you would witness a symphony of light, streams of gold weaving through rivers of blue and silver, merging, spiraling, reorganizing the geometry of who you are. This is the moment the blueprint changes. What was once chaos becomes coherence. What was once confusion becomes pattern. Somewhere deep inside, you may hear a whisper. You are not waiting. You are becoming. Let it echo. Let it settle into the marrow of your bones. You do not need to grasp it with thought. The understanding exists beneath words, in vibration alone. The light continues its journey through you, reaching the base of your skull, flowing gently into the crown of your head. There, it opens like a silent bloom. A cascade of subtle warmth spills outward, connecting you to the infinite. Above you, a vast network of luminous threads stretches beyond perception. You are touching the architecture of reality itself, the living lattice through which creation speaks. Every thought you send now becomes a command written into the field. But you do not command with force. You guide with resonance. The higher you rise into alignment, the less you need to do. The universe responds not to effort, but to state. You are becoming the state of peace, the state of abundance, the state of love. These are not emotions, they are frequencies, and the field obeys them. Now, imagine a single point of light hovering above your chest. It pulses softly, like the heartbeat of the universe. With every breath, it expands until it envelops your entire body. You are glowing now, radiant yet weightless, the boundary between inside and outside dissolving. The air you breathe is not air at all. It is energy, intelligent and alive, entering and leaving you in perfect balance. You are both receiver and transmitter, both song and silence. The transformation continues at a pace beyond comprehension. The DNA within each cell begins to vibrate differently. Where there was once static, there is now rhythm. Where there was confusion, there is now coherence. The codes of memory and pain begin to soften, overwritten by the golden frequency of remembrance. You are not erasing, you are evolving. You are not escaping, you are expanding. Beneath the physical layer, subtle currents weave themselves into new shapes, patterns of energy that match the reality you are stepping into. Each pattern corresponds to an aspect of your future self: clarity, calm, confidence, connection. These are not goals, they are vibrations, and you are tuning to them naturally, as a string aligns itself to the note of a harp. In this stillness, listen. The silence between your breaths is not empty. It hums with creation. The universe is rearranging itself around you, not as a reward, but as a reflection. It cannot help but mirror your state. As within, so without. This is the secret that the masters guarded, the law that never sleeps. The light within you intensifies, yet it is gentle, loving. It touches the memories that once hurt and dissolves their sharpness. It visits the places in your mind that once feared and replaces them with clarity. It moves into the heart and whispers, "You are safe now. You are free to expand." You begin to feel the entire field of your life shift, threads of energy moving through relationships, opportunities, and moments not yet lived. The transformation does not happen later. It is unfolding now. In the quantum field, time bends to presence. The future is drawn toward you like a tide. You are no longer seeking alignment. You are alignment. You are no longer asking for permission to live the life meant for you. You are breathing it into existence. Each inhale writes the code deeper. Each exhale releases resistance. Now the golden light begins to cool, settling into stillness. Its work continues silently, even as your awareness drifts. The mind grows soft, porous, receptive. The last traces of control fade. The body, once tense with habit, now trusts the flow completely. There is nothing left to do. Rest in this knowing. The transformation is not coming. It is happening. Your subconscious has heard every word, every pause, every frequency. It understands without translation. Even after this voice fades, the vibration will continue its work, recalibrating thought, emotion, circumstance. The blueprint is rewritten. The frequency is locked. The reality meant for you is aligning itself in gentle precision. You do not need to chase it. You only need to sleep. So sleep, let go. Let the field complete its work. The universe is tending to you now, cell by cell, dream by dream. What you awaken to will not be new. It will simply be the memory of who you have always been. Sleep now. The light within you knows the way. Long before the first word was spoken, before the sky learned to carry light, there was a library that existed outside of time. It was said to float between worlds, resting on nothing, suspended in silence. Its halls were endless, built of shifting mist and memory, filled with scrolls that glowed like embers. The library did not belong to gods or men. It belonged to consciousness itself. Every possibility ever imagined was written within it, every life, every dream, every version of every soul. No one could find it by searching. It appeared only to those who stopped seeking, those whose hearts had grown quiet enough to hear the hum behind creation. They said that when a soul was ready to remember its true path, the library would appear in sleep, disguised as a dream of corridors and candlelight. You are that soul now. In your dream, you find yourself standing before a door made of black stone. Carvings of stars swirl across its surface, forming constellations you cannot name. There is no handle, only a small indentation in the center, the shape of your palm. As you press your hand against it, warmth spreads through your body, and the stone breathes open like living skin. A golden wind moves through you, carrying the scent of ancient parchment and rain. You step through. Inside, the air glows with soft amber light. Scrolls line the walls, stacked higher than sight. Some whisper softly as you pass, their pages fluttering without wind, as though aware of your presence. The silence is vast but not empty. It hums with the low vibration of infinite thought. At the center of the library stands a figure. Robes of silver shimmer like moonlight reflected on still water. The face is hidden beneath a hood, yet you feel an unmistakable recognition. Not of another being, but of yourself. The figure speaks without sound. You have walked this path before. You realize the figure is not here to teach you, but to return something that was once yours. From within the folds of its robe, it withdraws a scroll bound with a thin cord of light. The cord unravels the moment you touch it. The scroll opens itself, revealing no words, only shifting symbols of liquid gold that rearrange as you breathe. The symbols do not need translation. They bypass language, moving directly into your awareness. You feel them sink through your skin, merging with your memory. Each symbol is a fragment of truth, a key to the architecture of reality. Together they form a message that you do not read, you remember. The message is simple, ancient, and absolute. Reality is clay, not stone. You look to the keeper, who nods once, slow and silent. The robe begins to dissolve into mist, revealing nothing but light. The light moves toward you, enters you, becomes you. In that instant, you understand that the keeper was never separate. It was the part of you that has waited in the silence, guarding the code until you were ready to hold it again. The library hums louder, and the scroll in your hand glows brighter until it becomes too radiant to see. The words, or what once were words, lift from the page and swirl around you like living fireflies. They whisper as they orbit your body, not in a language of sound, but of intention. Each whisper sinks into the spaces between your cells, rewriting their vibration. The transformation you began is now sealed. The code is alive within you. You close your eyes, and when you open them again, you are standing in a desert under a violet sky. The air tastes of rain, though no storm has come. Before you, half buried in the sand, lies a mirror framed in gold. You kneel and wipe the dust from its surface. The reflection staring back is not the one you expect. The eyes are brighter, the face timeless, ageless. Behind your reflection, within the glass, you see the library again, endless, luminous, infinite. It is inside you now, not behind doors, but behind thought. You lift the mirror, and it turns to light in your hands. The light rises into the air, then divides into countless threads that drift outward, vanishing into the horizon. You realize each thread is a version of you, each walking its own world, each fulfilling its own story. There is no single destiny. There are infinite ones, all blooming from the same root. The phrase returns, reality is clay, not stone. You begin to walk, and with each step, the desert transforms. Sand becomes water, water becomes forest, forest becomes city, city becomes sky. The world responds to your movement, like paint swirling under your fingertips. You are not observing creation, you are composing it. Every breath leaves a mark, every heartbeat a wave. The horizon opens wider, and you find yourself upon a bridge made of light, stretching across an ocean of mirrors. Beneath you shimmer reflections of every life you've ever lived. You pause to look down. In one reflection, you are the child who once wished to become something greater. In another, you are the elder who already understood that nothing was ever missing. They look up at you, smiling, and in that moment you feel the threads of time merge, past and future, folding into the stillness of now. The bridge leads to a temple carved from translucent stone. Its entrance is framed by symbols that pulse softly with the rhythm of your heartbeat. You enter, and the space opens into a vast chamber of pure light. At its center floats a single flame, steady and silent. You approach it, sensing that this is the source, the first spark, the origin of all realities. The flame flickers once, then divides into two, then four, then countless embers that drift outward, seeding creation. You understand that every soul, every moment, every dream is one of those embers, fragments of the same infinite fire exploring itself. The flame speaks within your mind. All realities are one light refracted through countless minds. You do not choose them, you remember them. To remember is to become. Tears rise, but they are not sadness. They are release. Every lifetime you have ever lived folds back into this singular awareness. Every question dissolves. There is only the brilliance of understanding. The library, the keeper, the scroll, the mirror, the temple. All were symbols, pathways carved by your consciousness to guide you home. The flame draws inward again, condensing until it rests upon your heart. It becomes a point of warmth, steady and eternal. You carry it now, and it will burn within you wherever you go. Around you, the chamber begins to fade. The light softens, the air grows still, and you find yourself once more in the quiet of your own breath. The dream is ending, but the knowing remains. The legend was not a story to remember. It was an initiation to live. As you drift closer to sleep, one final whisper moves through your mind, not from outside, but from the depths of your own being. The code is clay, not stone. Mold it with love, shape it with faith. The reality meant for you is already here, waiting for your touch. You exhale, slow and deep. The last trace of light folds into your chest. Silence settles, soft and endless. The transformation is complete. The dream continues within you. Breathe. Let the world fade. Let the body sink into the bed that holds it. Feel the softness beneath you, the warmth around you, the rhythm of your breath, weaving with the quiet pulse of the night. Everything you have heard tonight still vibrates within you. The words have dissolved, but their frequency remains, moving gently through your blood, like light through clear water. You do not need to remember. The remembering has already happened. Deep within the stillness of your cells, the code has rewritten itself. Every sound, every silence, every pause has found its place inside you. You are no longer seeking the truth. You are resting inside it. You are safe. You are loved. You are remembered. The universe is not beyond you. It breathes with you. It thinks through you. It dreams in your sleep. Each inhale draws in the current of creation. Each exhale releases what no longer belongs. You are being carried now, effortlessly, by the rhythm of something vast and kind. Your body knows what to do. It is recalibrating, aligning, adjusting to the light you now hold. You can feel it, the subtle hum under your skin, the quiet warmth in your chest. It is the song of your new frequency, the echo of the reality that has already accepted you. There is no separation. There never was. Sleep now. The mind can rest. The soul continues the work. Even in silence, the transformation deepens. The field around you bends to your breath. The path unfolds without effort. You do not need to try. You only need to allow. Every thought of peace strengthens the current. Every sigh releases resistance. You are no longer moving toward your destiny. You are being moved by it. Trust this movement. Trust the silence. Trust the unseen hands that have always guided you, even when you forgot to listen. You are safe. You are chosen. You are free. The door you open tonight does not close with waking. It remains within you, a passage between worlds that opens every time you breathe with awareness. The light that touched you will not fade. It has merged with your essence, glowing softly beneath the surface of your days. When you speak, it will color your voice. When you touch, it will move through your hands. When you look upon the world will recognize itself in your eyes. Rest now. Let the dream continue. The knowledge you received will work quietly while you sleep, rearranging threads, aligning timelines, healing memories. You do not need to direct it. The current knows the way home. As you drift deeper, let these words dissolve until only their rhythm remains. You are the dreamer and the dream. You are the silence between thoughts. You are the author of the code. You are the light remembering itself. Breathe, sleep, become. The story does not end here. It continues within you, quietly, endlessly. And as you drift beyond sound, beyond form, beyond the edge of waking, know this: you are safe. You are chosen. You are the reality that was always meant for you. Sleep now. The code is complete. The light remains. The dream continues.